Hello everyone and welcome back to Ace Attorney Investigations Miles Edgeworth 2. Guess who's here? I guess I had to expect it at some point because, well, things were getting a little too normal around here, so we have to have Larry appear, and of course he's involved in some trouble again. So now we've got to try to get the truth out of him of what happened and what he saw. I'm sure this is not going to go well because it never has before. Not ever. Man, but Edgeworth, no. Oh, we're going to gay chess land with Larry. Of course we are. It's been a hot minute since we've done this. My goal is to expose whatever Larry is, hiding. However, I didn't see nothing. I didn't do nothing. Dude, Larry doesn't care that we're like in gay chess land. Oh, he's got a lot of gay pieces. That's okay though. Larry's an extremely restless and troublesome man. Until he cools down, I'll just wait and see. Oh, maybe he's like gonna start out like super agitated and we have to wait for a while. First, I'll ask him about his goal. This isn't something I can't handle. I'll finish this quickly. Oh, wait, oh. Is that an innuendo? Yes. Yes. Begin the gay chess land. I'm ready for it. Why did you come here, sir? What was your purpose for coming to the art gallery? What? Are you saying that I don't belong in an art gallery? So he's already mad, I think. You don't belong here. Die, monster. You don't belong in this gay chess land. I got you, Edgeworth. Hey, if you're not gonna talk, hold that pose so I can paint your portrait. Oh god, please do. And then I'll scribble all over the portrait I drew of you. Oh, rude? He's still mad. Your paintings are all scribbles. No, Edgeworth would never say that. He would not be that mean. I was just joking. I would never scribble all over my paintings, of course. Uh-huh. They're works of art, after all. I don't think any of your works would qualify as art. Don't look down on me. There are people who recognize my skills as an artist. Those people are blind. Oh my god, no. He would never say that. I'm still waiting until he has something nice to say. Fuck this. Edgeworth. Mandy's my girlfriend, but it's really my paintings she fell in love with. That's why I'll sketch anything my girlfriend likes. Is that a healthy relationship? Oh. Has he ever had a healthy relationship, though? Those are the questions to ask. Then why are you here on your own today? So what? Can't a guy with a girlfriend spend some time alone? I mean, yeah, but for you, it's kind of unheard of. Go spend time with her? Oh my god, I'm sorry for my cough. No, there's no way. Edgeworth would never say that. Mandy said she's a Gemini. I thought she'd be happy if I showed her a sketch of it on our next date. Oh, that's cute. Do you really have that much confidence in the sketch? Oh, Edgeworth, that's just rude, man. Can you draw, Edgeworth? Well, I'm not so confident about this one. But I thought she would be happy if I did a sketch of her astrological sign. That was a sweet gesture. Yes. Oh, this is okay. You came to see the Gemini sculpture. Maybe that's okay. Huh, I see. That's just like you. To impress Mandy, you came here to see the Gemini sculpture, didn't you? What? How'd you find out? Because you just unknowingly told me everything. Well, I'm not saying another word from now on. He's finally decided to remain silent. In that case, I'll be more relentless in my questioning. Okay, so maybe we're not waiting anymore. I'll try to find out what he was doing here at the art gallery. I can talk today. What is my biz? I'll expose his true motives. This shouldn't take long. God, he's like dogging him at every turn. What did you do at the art gallery? You. Just what did you do in this art gallery? What? What's with that glare? I don't really remember anything. I didn't have a pamphlet, so I just loitered around the fountain patio. You forgot to get a pamphlet? So maybe he didn't know where to go? Don't they give you a pamphlet at the reception booth after you pay the admission fee? Huh? Oh, is that right? So, the admission wasn't free, huh? Oh no, did he just like sneak in? You didn't pay? Okay, this is getting somewhere. Don't tell me. You snuck in here without paying? Oh, Larry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to do anything bad. It's just, there was no one at the reception booth. Oh, that could be important though, because there's only one person working here at the current time. That's why I thought you could come in here for free. So whenever he entered the museum, Catherine wasn't here at the reception booth, which means she could have been somewhere else at the time. Miss Hall wasn't there, yeah. Miss Hall wasn't at the reception booth? Yeah, it didn't look like there was anyone on the other side of the desk. Come to think of it, she did say something about that. Miss Hall was busy activating the sprinklers from the security room. Because of the incident, she had to leave the reception booth. Poor Katie. She went to all that trouble to open up the place. And now, the art gallery's star attraction, the Winter Palace, is completely ruined. But we haven't figured out why they're identical either yet, which is so weird. Wait, you know about the Winter Palace? Oh, bro. You're certainly well informed about the Winter Palace for someone without a pamphlet. Oh, oh, eat shit. The Winter Palace is your goal. The Gemini sculpture's located there. You had your sights set on the Winter Palace from the beginning, didn't you? Oh, brother. What? How'd you find me out again? That's right. My goal was to see the Gemini sculpture. From the very beginning, the Winter Palace was the very reason why I came here. He confessed quite easily. Could never tell anything with this man. Next, I'll ask for further information regarding the Winter Palace. Alright, what are we gonna ask? He may still have some fight left in him. I'll watch his reactions and extract the information I need. Did you enter the Winter Palace? What did you see in there? Let's just ask if he entered it first. Because that seems the most simple. Larry, did you also enter the Winter Palace? What? What's with that look of distrust? Sure, I tried going in, but... You couldn't get in? I mean, when we tried it was locked. Or at least the one we thought was the Winter Palace was locked. You tried to go in, but you weren't actually able to, right? Ably actual? Yeah, that's what I said, you guys. Man, I'm having like a wicked bout of like dyslexia or something today. Yeah, that's about right. I wanted to go in, but... And that old geezer collapsed. I was a little freaked out. Was it because of the victim? But you saw him coming through the door, didn't you? So you couldn't get in because the victim of the poison gas collapsed. Yeah, he fell right out of the Winter Palace. Well, we did see that as well. I'm sure the victim emerged from the Ottoman Palace. Yeah, but that's the one that we also thought was the Winter Palace, too. If it weren't for that poison gas incident, I'd be in there sketching the Gemini sculpture right now. Larry must have mistaken the Autumn Palace for the Winter one. Didn't we also do that, though? That can't be a coincidence. That aside, it seems his goal was to sketch the sculpture. This should be a useful clue. Did you enter the Winter Palace? What did you see in there? Maybe he saw something in there? Larry, did you see anything in the Winter Palace? You're still hung up on that? Didn't I say that I didn't see anything? I started to think that it wasn't such a good idea to come to the art gallery. I needed to leave soon to meet with my girlfriend. Perhaps I should try using that clue. What about your sketch? Yeah. Oh, here comes my horse, bitch. Look out. You came here to sketch the sculpture for your girlfriend, did you not? I don't think he would give up that easily. Even after the victim collapsed, you could still see inside the room from the outside, right? Yeah, he had like a front view for it. Like, we were off to the side. We couldn't see anything. Well, I may have gotten a tiny glimpse, but there's no evidence that I saw something scary in there, right? You just said it, though. You saw something scary? What's that about? Oh, no, Larry. My, I'm disappointed it turned out to be this simple. Edgeworth was looking for a fight. Larry, you saw something scary at the crime scene, didn't you? Oh, yeah. Edgy, can you read my mind? In that case, there's no point in keeping any more secrets from you. When has there ever been a point? We've always gotten to the bottom of it. You just told me everything of your own accord. That was a complete waste of time, but finally, it's checkmate. Listen, the gay chess land is never a waste of time, okay? Like, not ever. We get real gay in there and we love it. I had my eyes fixed on the Gemini sculpture. Wait, it wasn't in there, was it? You mentioned the Gemini sculpture many times now, but I don't believe the sculpture you saw was the Gemini one. What? Was it a mirage then? Larry mistakenly thought he saw the Winter Palace. Yeah, but didn't we look in there and it looked exactly identical? This piece of evidence shows what Larry really saw. Is it in the pamphlet? Let's check this. Received at the entrance of the Zodiac Art Gallery. I almost said Zodiac because I'm playing way too much Final Fantasy XIV. Oh, so we're going with it that this wasn't really the Winter Palace at all. It is still the Autumn Palace as marked on this. So let's go ahead and show him that, I guess. Even though we saw the inside and it also looked the same. Well, we as in the player, not him. Look at this pamphlet. In the Autumn Palace, the Pisces, Capricorn, Aries, and Aquarius sculptures are displayed. Incidentally, I can confirm that the Gemini sculpture is located in the Winter Palace. Oh, there's me. I'm in the Summer Palace. I'm Scorpio. Therefore, the sculpture you saw could not have been the Gemini one. I knew it. But I expected him to be a bit more shocked at the news. I thought it was kind of strange. I know I saw a single goddess. And that transformation was no mirage. Transformation, you say? Oh, you're curious too, Edgy? Well, nothing for it. Guess I'll have to show you. Show me? What exactly? Don't pull down your pants. We're done with gay chessland. You can't. I drew a picture of the very scene I saw back there. But I really can't believe what I drew. Picture? What picture? This one, right here. Let's see it, Larry. Oh, Larry, it's beautiful. See, you can draw. What? What is this disturbing picture? Is that sculpture weeping tears of blood? Oh god, it looks like someone was killed in Danganronpa land there as well. There's pink shit all over the floor. Uh-oh. It could be the scene of a murder. Laurice, this picture's scary. Kay, it scared me too. This Gemini sculpture suddenly transformed into a goddess right before my eyes. What do you mean? I couldn't help but scream. So the victim collapsing wasn't what surprised him. That's strange, isn't it? What does that mean, turned into a goddess? What do you mean when you say transformed? I don't really understand it myself. The lower half of its body just turned into a fish. A fish? Like a mermaid. A fish goddess, that would be the Pisces sculpture, wouldn't it? In mythology, Pisces represents the fish that a goddess and her son transform into. Really? So Pisces isn't just a couple of ordinary fish? Edgy, you don't think that sculpture's cursed, do you? Those tears of blood turned the Gemini sculpture into a fish. Preposterous. You simply mistook the Pisces sculpture for the Gemini one. Edgeworth does not believe in such phantasm and magic. Of course. Pisces sketch. Larry drew a sketch of the Pisces sculpture just as he saw it. Okay. I mean, we gotta believe him for now. Oh, you put the sketch in your organizer? Huh. Even a sketch like this can be used as scrap paper after all. No. Edgeworth just doesn't want to admit that Larry actually has some drawing skills. I know. How could you? But it's strange. Why did only the lower half of the sculpture transform? Uncle Ray's a bit curious about what went on in the Autumn Palace. Indeed. I wonder if someone tampered with the Pisces sculpture. Maybe. But why? Oh, hang on, girls, my phone. Yes, Edgeworth here. Mr. Edgeworth, we finished searching the room. The poison gas isn't a threat anymore, so you can enter the crime scene now. Right, good work, detective. It seems we can enter the Autumn Palace now. Nice timing, Mr. Detective. Let's go right now. I want to see the Pisces sculpture. If Kay's going, I'm going too. I was planning on bringing him along anyway. I mean, I figured. We can't let him out of our sight now. Right then, let's proceed to the Autumn Palace. Alright, let's go. Aw, all of our friends. Even Larry. It does look exactly the same, does it not? Are we... Oh, I see the fishtails now, though, on the bottom. I do see that. I do see that, but... Yeah, it does look a little bit similar. that could be, So if we're to take this at its worth, then, yeah. In the Autumn Palace, it would be, different ones. Pisces and what? Capricorn? I don't know. I don't remember all of them. But we'll find out. It does look almost exactly the same, though, so you can see how we were, well, except for the ladder, and the Danganronpa blood. I've been waiting huh? Aren't you that hairy butts guy? Wrong! I'm Maurice Dotem! Never mind that, detective. Your report, if you please. Roger that, sir. We discovered a used gas burner during our investigation. The nozzle was still warm when we found it, so it may be related to the incident. Was it used to heat something? Alright, used gas burner. There are traces it was used before the police arrived. Was it used to heat something? Okay. Was that ladder always there on the ground? It was probably used by the person who set off the poison gas. The poison gas was released when someone lifted the lid off the glass case, sir. Lifted the lid off the glass? The Pisces sculpture. Huh, seems like you know about it, sir. Well then, do you know what the sculpture next to it is? Since we're in the Autumn Palace, it would probably be the Capricorn sculpture. Okay, so that is Capricorn, alright. And from a glance far away, you would probably mistake a bull for a goat, so it could happen. As expected of Mr. Edgeworth, I thought it was Taurus myself. I was thrown off as it was covered by the weird cloth. Oh, cloth again? The fluorescent cloth! I wonder what it's doing here. Evidence from the IS-7 incident? Wait, the actual evidence? Or just a replica? What the hell? That's the missing blue piece? Why is it here now? No matter what it is or how it got here. Oh, see, these are covered. Maybe so you couldn't tell what they were at first glance. It almost seems like it was a setup to, like, stupefy someone or, like, just confuse them. The sculptures in the room are all covered with the fluorescent cloth. And because they're hidden, it makes me want to see them even more. Oh, so it's probably not the cloth from the incident, it's replicas of. And we know already who owns cloth like that. Let's take a look. I'll just get the cloth off. Are you allowed to tamper with that? I guess he is a detective, so he can. Wow, they're beautiful. Are they the ice sculptures as well? Oh, there's something. There's Ares over there. You don't think the transformation Larry saw was in fact the moment the cloth wrapped around the lower half of Pisces fell? See, Edgy? It wasn't a mirage or a mistake after all. Oh, is that what it was? Hey, Miles, there sure is something strange about this room, though. It looks exactly the same as the Winter Palace we were in just a moment ago. Yeah, shouldn't it be like at least a little different, like color-wise and stuff for autumn? Yes, I agree. Perhaps the sculptures were hidden to make it look like the Winter Palace? If you wrap the cloth around the lower half of the Pisces sculpture, it looks like Gemini. Capricorn is half fish too. Hide the lower half and it resembles Taurus. Okay, yeah, this was probably done to confound somebody. The remaining two, which couldn't be altered with trickery, were covered up. The Hilton Palace was made to look like the Winter Palace, so it seems, Mr. Shields. It looks like we'll need to conduct an investigation of the Autumn Palace too. Who's holding it? Why are we holding? Hello? Oh, no! Listen, Mommy. I'm not in trouble. I haven't even done anything, and you can take your kid right the hell out of here. Yes, you can. Mr. DeBest and Judge Courtney. Oh, I was wondering if they were going to show up in every one. Well, la-di-da. Look at that. Yo, how you doing, bro? Have you done your homework today? Did you pass your grade from last time? Hey, you guys again? This is a problem, man. You see, this is my crime scene. Mr. Edgeworth, it seems my power is insufficient. If you're here, then it would appear that you still haven't understood my warning. Listen, I'm not here to get into a fight with you, madam. But I will slap you. No, I wouldn't do that. And you shouldn't either. Because she'd probably kick my ass. Furthermore, you know full well your reckless actions will cause trouble for that detective. In the name of the goddess of law, I must pass judgment. You got it all wrong, pal. I was the one who asked Mr. Edgeworth to investigate. Oh, really? But then, Flatfoot, I'll have to do that. That? Yeah, that. Alright, cut your salary. Looking forward to your next payday. I've always wanted to say that. Oh, you're the last person I want cutting my salary, pal. Hold it at best. I'm only cooperating with the police as a witness to this incident. Detective Gumshoe is not to blame. So that's how it is. Well then, should I be raising his salary? Yes. No, that's not what I meant. No, Edgeworth, you should have said yes. But it would be really nice to get my salary raised. Your mercy is deeply moving, Sebastian. But past transgressions must lead to future judgment. Oh, so basically you still haven't let the shit go from before. Okay, cool. Prosecutor Edgeworth and all in his company depart at once from this holy site. Funny that you showed up here, though. But we only just got here. The one given the goddess of law's blessing for this incident was Sebastian. In other words, Mr. DeBest is the prosecutor in charge of this case? That's right, Mr. Edgeworth. Your opening performance is over. Besides, I've already got my eyes set on the culprit. What? Who, pal? Oh, well, naturally, that artist, of course. Always after the easiest target, it seems, right? Me? Hey! What's going on, Edgy? Don't ask me, I can't understand his reasoning. Tisk tisk. If you can't understand how the best prosecutor thinks, it simply shows how inculpable you are. Is that supposed to be incapable? Seems he doesn't know what inculpable even means. That's right, Sebastian. Prosecutor Edgeworth is quite incapable. Yeah, he's incapable. Oh my god. She just nonchalantly corrected him. Don't underestimate my intelligence gathering skills. I just came from the infirmary and asked the doctor there about the cause of the poison gas. And what was the cause? Some normal substance. What was his name again? Hold on a second, I'll call the doctor to make sure. Oh my god, he doesn't even remember. Since Sebastian is on the phone, I'll answer for him. In that case, why didn't you tell us before he called? The poison gas was caused by the mixing of two different types of chemical. Their names are normalium and fatalium. I see what they did there. So, what are those chemicals exactly? Normalium is a red liquid that's commonly used in everyday products. It can be found in paint and detergent, among other things, but it is not toxic by itself. So, you're saying that it's a substance readily available to anyone? Yes, but fatalium, on the other hand, is not so easy to obtain. Its name sure sounds dangerous. What's it used for? It is the active ingredient of a white pesticide known as megatoxin X. Fatalium itself also has a deep white color, but is not readily sold in stores. It's nearly impossible to obtain domestically. Right now, we are looking into how this chemical was obtained. Poison gas data. The white fatalium mixed with the red normalium causes a chemical reaction. Okay. God. Okay, I finally found out the names of the chemicals. I bet you did. Jesus Christ, this dude. Judge Courtney has already told us. We don't need to hear it again. Fine then. I'll cut to the chase. You know that normalium from the poison gas is also used in paint, right? Today, out of everyone who visited the art gallery, the only one carrying paint was that artist. That's what you're going with. Even though they just said that you could not really obtain it in a store or domestically. You think Larry, of all people, just grabbed it out of nowhere. Sir. You're treating me as a culprit because of that? I object to the red paint on the palette you're carrying. Hey, Edgy, don't you think this prosecutor's kind of an idiot? Yo. You gotta be in some kind of place if Larry thinks you're an idiot. Man, get wrecked, son. Indeed. Although I've only known him for a short time, his logic is always absurd. Hey! Don't ignore me!
It's alright, Sebastian. They're only doing it because they're afraid of you.
Why you gotta tell this kid lies? Man, you're part of the problem.
Like the first star to appear at night, show us reasoning that shines the best.
The first star shines best. Not bad. Hey, you guys, you better listen up too. Listen up for what? Oh no, I do not have time to bandy words with your stupid ass at the moment. Come on now. Fine. That artist was the first to discover the victim, so naturally he's the best suspect. The poison gas was caused by normalium, a chemical found in paint, right? As he was carrying paint near the victim, he would have had the best chance. The paint, along with being the first witness, that pretty much proves he's the culprit. What are you talking about, dude? So, what did you think, Justine?
We cannot ignore the possibility. Well then, Mr. Artist, please tell us the truth. Did you leave red paint at the crime scene? Or else, did you cause the poison gas to go off?
The only thing I leave behind is my bond of love with you.
Please watch what you say. My gavel is already prepared to declare you guilty.
Yeah, Larry, she's not a girl I would go for. I mean, she's beautiful and all, but she's frightening as hell. Please pay no heed to this man's statements. Ever. Oh no, I forgot you even had a voice, to be honest. Hey, you guys! Ignoring my reasoning just because it's flawless won't do you any good. Mr. Edgeworth, if you've already admitted defeat, you should take your leave. Tuh. Even though I don't really have time to deal with your ridiculous reasoning. We're going to anyway. It's time for the bottle. Alright, fine.
Your shining logic. That artist was the first to discover the victim, so naturally he's the best suspect.
Alright, press it all. Indeed, at first glance this man seems suspicious, however... however, he's an idiot. At first glance? What's with the first all of a sudden? You trying to steal my spot as the star that shines best? Huh? Would that make me the best artist? Larry, don't make this any more confusing than it already is. Mr. DeBest, continue your reasoning now.
The poison gas was caused by normalium, a chemical found in paint, right? Wait a minute, though. Don't we have a thing that says otherwise? Why, if it was caused by paint, why would he need this? And also... what else do we have? The white fatalium mixed with red normalium causes... Yeah, so... First of all, we got two things that bother me. Did you have to light it on fire? Probably not. And also, where would he get the rest of it? So which one do I do? This one or the burner? Poison gas was caused by normalium. It's actually caused by both, so I'm gonna go with this one. Boy, were you listening before? I have a feeling the burner's gonna come into play right after this, though. Mr. DeBest, your logic is more akin to a shooting star than a shining star. It shines the best like a shooting star, right? It may shine brightly for a brief moment, but then it burns itself out. Get wrecked. The poison gas originated from inside the glass case of the Pisces sculpture. Exactly! So that's where the artist set off the gas, right? He used the normalium in his red paint. As your senior, let me give you one piece of advice. Listen to the explanations of others. The poison gas was caused by mixing both normalium and fatalium together. The normalium contained in the red paint is not enough by itself. And it was so easy, we didn't even have to think. Really? But I thought I heard that normalium caused the fatality. Don't tell me you just misheard the forensics report. Darn it! By the time Larry discovered the victim, the room was already filled with poison gas. It is time for you to realize how capable you really are. Hey! What do you mean by incapable? You tried to use that word earlier and you still don't know what it means.
Man, even Kay would make a better attorney than your ass.
He means to say you are lacking in ability.
Incidentally, inculpable has a completely different meaning. I get it. You're making fun of me again, aren't you?
Yes! We've been doing that the whole time, sir.
I'm merely saying that you were incapable in your investigation. Ma'am, I am not
talking to your face at the moment, alright? You need to go back to church. Somebody needs your ass over there, I'm sure. Before you insult Sebastian, I still have some doubts about your own statement. What now? What kind of doubts? For all we know, Mr. Artist could have simply entered the Ottoman Palace at an earlier time. That's... Moreover, do you have evidence that the red paint is unrelated to the case? The most important thing now is not the red paint. The red normalium and the white fatalium. Exactly how were these two substances mixed? I believe that is our main concern. Naturally. It was Sebastian's job to investigate that. Were it not for your interference, we would have found that out by now. I seriously doubt that, madam, but go on. I never intended to interfere. On the contrary, I'd like to cooperate.
Don't tell me you're gonna say you know because of the poison gas.
How the poison gas started? I have something that may shed some light on the matter. Sebastian, do not fall for his bluff.
Come now, it's fine, really. Let's hear what he has to come up with, nah.
If you say so, Sebastian.
Come on, show us.
How did the poison gas start? How did it start? You know what I'm thinking now? So this makes sense then. This makes sense. We have the red in here that we thought was blood or some weird shit at the beginning. That could be the normalium right there. Then we have white, but where is it? And the only reason I say we have white is because the sculpture is white, but then at the bottom something's pink, like Danganronpa, like I said. So the Danganronpa blood splatter was caused by something red and white. That's only immortalized here, isn't it? So maybe this is what we want to show them. No? It started in this, in the housing for the sculpture, like he said. Try that then.
Surely you're not saying that this was the cause of the poison gas?
It seems even you've noticed it.
Duh, it really stands out.
Those red tears that Larry saw were undoubtedly normalium.
Huh? Wait a second. If those were chemicals, does that mean a ghost set off the poison gas?
Oh my god, I don't have time to play along with him. The red tears of normalium could not have triggered the poison gas by itself. That red liquid was mixed inside the case to create the poison gas.
Where do you see evidence that the chemicals were mixed?
That can also be seen in the sketch. It's the Danganronpa bloodstain, it's pink. Here is the evidence. Show evidence that the two chemicals were mixed. Yeah. The pink right here. Where Sayako was killed.
I mean, what? Is that a spoiler?
A pink liquid can be seen flowing out from under the case of the Pisces sculpture. This is proof that the two chemicals were mixed.
Hold on a second. I still don't get it. How does this show that normalium and fatalium were mixed?
Since we have a self-proclaimed artist here, I'll let him explain. Larry, you fancy yourself an artist, so you should know about mixing paint, right? What do you add to red to make pink?
Don't take me for a fool, Edgy. I'll have you know I graduated from middle school. You add white to red to make pink. It's common knowledge. Well, technically there's rose pink, baby pink, and several others.
Hold it.
That's enough. Now do you understand, Mr. DeBest?
That's how it is. By mixing red normalium with white fatalium, you get a pink liquid.
Yes, exactly. Took him long enough. Well, listen, he's a baby.
Oh, I see.
It looks like Mr. DeBest finally gets it. Ma'am, we're busy trying to teach your child colors. Can you stop interrupting? Prosecutor Edgeworth, you have merely presented one possibility. Do we really know if the color was the result of the two chemicals mixed together? Furthermore, the sketch was drawn by the suspect. I cannot put that much faith into it.
I just painted what I saw. How could that be a lie?
Mr. Artist, I did not permit you to speak.
So cold! But that's part of her charm.
Of course. I intend to bring the truth to light immediately. It would not be wise to jeopardize your position even further. Aren't you going to answer my question from before? How do you know that Mr. Artist did not enter the Ottoman Palace? If you cannot prove this, there is no room for you to argue any further.
Hey,
Couldn't we find that out if we talk to the victim, pal?
The victim, Dame Gustavia, remains unconscious and in critical condition.
Ah, that's right.
Well, then what do we do?
Oh, girl, please.
Well then, Sebastian, we'll be investigating the crime scene now.
Okay, good luck wasting all your time.
All of you please vacate the premises.
Who's holding it? Who was that? Larry, did you just yell hold it?
If you were to take a stand in court, you'd cause a lot of trouble for the presiding judge. Is there something you'd like to say, Mr. Artist?
Hold your horses, Miss Cool Beauty.
My name is Justin Courtney. Please don't address me by such a strange title.
Oh, you finally told me your name? Pleased to meet you, Justy. I'm Laurice Stoneham, but you can call me Laurice.
Mr. Artist, please get to the point.
I just remembered something I haven't had a chance to say yet. When I first got to this room, it was locked, so I couldn't go in. But then that old dude just suddenly fell through the door.
It would appear that the palace rooms can be locked from the inside. But just because you say it was so doesn't mean the door was locked. Without proof, your statement holds no value.
Objection.
Oh, Ray, thank God. Well, why not let Uncle Ray prove it for you?
What?
After all, we can confirm the room was locked too. Right, Miles? Yes, I remember as well.
Yeah, we tried to get in there and it was locked.
Oh, the Winter Palace should be.
See, Ray thought it was this one.
Oh, it's locked up. That's odd. They've already opened the museum. Until the gas outbreak, no one could have entered this room.
Perhaps the suspect entered the room with the victim during the gas outbreak.
As you can see, this man did not inhale any of the gas. If you examine his belongings, you'll find he wasn't carrying a gas mask either.
Is that so? Well, then I have no choice but to agree.
That was easier than I expected. What's she up to? Anyway, I presume this clears up any suspicions surrounding Larry? It seems Mr. DeBest's logic was off once again. Not exactly. I just didn't have enough information, that's all. Therefore, my reasoning was, just before its time.
He sure has a grand way of saying that things didn't work out for him. In that case, there is one more suspect who has yet to take the stand. Mr. Artist, you are free to go.
But I wanted to talk to you a little more, Justy. Yo, she's gonna slap you, though.
Overruled.
Your cold demeanor leaves me mesmerized all the more. This other suspect is...
a pharmacist by the name of Delicious Scones. It would have been difficult for this artist to obtain the Fatalium from Megatoxin X, but a pharmacist may have knowledge of how to do that.
That's true.
The court will now take a 10-minute recess. Sebastian, it would be best if we brought her in quickly.
Best if we brought her in? Sounds good, leave it to me. Hey, Flapfoot, keep up the investigation. Ugh, got it. Oh, poor Edgeworth and poor Gumshoe having to work for that brat. Don't tell me. Judge Courtney suspected her from the very beginning.
So Mr. DeBest's logic wasn't any help at all.
Judge Courtney, just what is she thinking? What is she ever thinking? Like, ever. Oh, do it. Oh, Pog! I mean, the episode went a little long, but that's okay. I missed Fridays by accident, so have this long one on me. And yay, I'd like to be continued. The perfect place to stop. I hope you guys are enjoying watching. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next episode, guys. Toodaloo.